This game that I've been dreading to play, because you play old man and a young boy. As much as I don't like playing as young boys. Uh, um, I didn't have a fun time as far as a child went. I kind of had a lot of stuff happen to me, like trauma to my head, and what else? Trauma to my mind, and a bunch of other things that happened in my childhood. We go with new game. Give me a balanced experience. And I decided that I was gonna try to have a Yeti cooler. Inside of it is Monster. Alright, we're gonna swing this Leviathan axe. It's R1. Whoa, a tree fell.
Found some.
Get in the boat, boy.
So this is, I guess, the sequel, the prequel. I mean, the sequel, not the prequel. This is the sequel to the game that ruined Greek mythology for everyone and told them they weren't real.
Boy. That is enough.
Father?
What?
Did something change? The forest feels different now.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
It's like soup. This is like... This is really... This is like... Why is everything so heavy? Because back in the old days, they didn't realize that their world almost ended. Back in the old days, there were a lot of post-apocalyptic era apocalypse-based things that happened. I mean, really, what is an apocalypse if you think about it, though? Like, mostly an apocalypse is counts as something that changes civilization forever, or changes a marketplace forever. An open marketplace sometimes can be the perfect advantageous place. People, I think, have this natural concurrent need to feel danger, or to be near something that changes. So they're reminded that everything changes all the time. So I think that with New Orleans and the way that it is, people are like, oh yeah, it's going to be underwater. It's just like, no. Okay, in your drink, all right? If you were to turn your drink into ice, okay? You're like, oh, it busted my bottle. How did it bust my bottle? That means because ice weighs more than water. It doesn't, all right? It doesn't weigh more. It doesn't weigh more because the reason why it doesn't weigh more is because, oh man, there's so many reasons, but okay, it doesn't weigh more, all right? Because what it does.
To me. Oh, there do they call 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 to me. She's ready.
Find your way home. You are free.
sorry.
Squeeze. This knife was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay, this way.
All right.
Father, why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt. What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
More tracks?
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh! Now what?
This way, boy.
Hup! Oh. Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way.
All right, tutorials.
Found it!
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father. We broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Wow.
Go.
Oh. What happened here? There it is!
Hold! What are you doing? Now its guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
This is a really good experience, guys. It's the reason why I hated this game. The first time is because it got repetitive. I can... This is so easy. This is just... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so easy. What is going on? Oh my god. It's just the tutorial. Yeah, this is just the tutorial. This is so easy. This is so easy. God, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
There! You went to the old temple. But Mom told me never to go in there.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
Can I have my bow back now?
Can you hit it from here?
We should get closer. I went hunting with Mother a bunch of times. Never wanted to take me. Why now?
It was her wish. And it was time.
Okay. Look, Roger!
It just told me this. Combat system's alright, but oh my goodness, it's like freaking. There we go. Oh, combat system's okay, I guess. Time to get that little thing. Oh man. Oh. Oh, that's the act of the temple where he held his thing at his things. Okay, this is weird. There is no way place to go.
See something up there.
this is fun. It's not open world at all. It's why I didn't play the game. I'm going to play at least an hour, and that's probably all I'll put into it.
It's opening. You froze it in place. Clever.
You can no longer use it. We can.
You didn't mean to do that, did you?
I'm pressing R2. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's what I gotta do.
Father, look.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in. Good. Now draw to your chin. Pick your spot and focus on it. Relax. Your mark is there. Draw. Feet solid. Steady yourself. Exhale and release.
I got it.
Good.
It's still alive.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
Yeah.
We have no choice.
Tell me when to do
Dude, this is a much better fight.
Keep hitting him. Why isn't he falling? Here, father! Damn it, fall! Ready and wait.
Kid's getting myrtleized.
Watch out, father!
Still really easy. Oh, I died. Holy shit. Trolls can power up their arms and legs for attacks. Hey, Bo. My dog is... He's not my dog. Technically speaking, he's my roommate's dog, but he seems to like me more sometimes. But, let's come up with a topic, a discussion. There have been a lot of different wakes of post-apocalyptic sort of catastrophes around the world as of late, and pretty much throughout all time. There have been a lot of times in civilization's history where they tried to explain something with fantastical elements, and it a lot of times though it's not something you really want to like it's not something you really want to acknowledge. Like, not a lot of people really like see all the hurt in the world and they're still okay with it. They're still fine with it, because I guess it's not the weak, it's more what goes appropriate with people living. Like, people want to live to a certain extent on their own, but there are also social and a bunch of different constructs that keep us talking to different people. Those social constructs we're propelled by thought, and when you break down the meaning of a social construct, you'll realize that there's no reason for it. You'll realize that there's no clear meaning behind it. you realize that kind of the realization of stories that people told to each other over the course of, let's say, I'm going to go open my window. Hold on. That's my belly. Awesome. Stories that people told to each other, whether they be true or not, were the basis of pretty much all religion, where they had people speculating about another people, and I hit him in the crotch. Alright, so the constructs of people believing that a civilization that once was pure and simple, so throughout the simplest cultures, there were reasons for their whole gathering. The reason for people, and people have different meanings all throughout society and civilization, basically, that the meaning of them coming together is peaceful resolution to problems, or unpeaceful resolution to problems. And throughout these storytellings, they had a lot of Babylonian predecessors who were in competition with one another because of a book being made, and they were in competition over what the book should do. It's a book of laws and a book of different things that are to be never, what's the word? See, a lot of different civilizations. How's it going, viewer? If you want to message me, you can. I'm talking about ancient civilizations and post-apocalyptic things, like the eroding away of the Italian coastline, a bunch of different stuff that happened in the Middle East during the Babylonian days, and basically stuff like this that they kind of explain. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty fun to learn, because to learn about a bunch of different stuff is good for training purposes when you find out that nobody likes you at work. You can stand out a lot easier, and it doesn't matter if people don't like you at work or don't know you at work. I went right in the way of it. God damn it. Wish I could cancel moves better, more often. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, this game's gonna be a lot better than I thought it was in the beginning. This is gonna be good. Alright, let's keep going. And yes, I am smoking cigarettes, but, it turns out they're not that bad for you. When you live in a water dimension of New Orleans. No, they really are. So, just... There's actually a lot more, so... Fucking shit, dude. Alright, I'm not good at this game. The reason why I smoke cigarettes is because, I don't know, I guess I like the taste of ash. Like it's like, it appeals to me sometimes. That's like the whole thing, I guess. I like the taste of burning embers. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Pompeii. And Pompeii was a city next to a volcano that no one was really smart about. Alright, I'm better at this game when I'm not talking, so we're going to put that stuff on hold, and, oh, my camera. Oh, wait. Shit. Nice. I should look at my camera more often. But the reason why I smoke cigarettes is because it lets me know that, lets me know that I'm a fucking idiot. But let's talk about some civilizations that reached the much I know about civilizations as far as Pompeii goes. He would not be able to move that fast. He'd be too big. It's really stupid, dude.
Get control of yourself, boy.
All right. There we go. Square, square, square.
Boy.
Think I'm afraid of you! You're nothing to me!
Boy, look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
We did it.
You are not ready.
What? Are you serious? I found the deer. I proved myself. How am I not ready?
We are going home.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
All right.
I am ready.
Do not speak again.
A lot of times, in post-apocalyptic situations, culture kind of gets in the way. It's hard to imagine that there is a real thing out there that once again. Kicking them. The customs of different people, I think that's the reason why America is the way it is. Because the lessons that a lot of our forefathers learned in Europe and in England as well. Realizing that in a lot of different European countries, there are no young politicians.
Still can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
Are resistant to the Leviathan axis. This is pretty cheap, I'm just pressing square. Nice.
And I told you not to speak.
A lot of times in olden days, olden times, in older days, civilizations made customs, and to be able to be different from other things, from other people, they'd try to make up their own things, try to make up their own ways and stuff like that. And once they did, that became a weakness whenever they were planning for the future. They didn't realize or didn't think that in any way sometimes people who would move to certain areas or anything like that would okay, I thought that the rope was a lot of times there were
But why would a fire troll burn Mother's garden? And since when are Draugrs so close to the house? And what was that frozen thing that attacked us?
I do not know. Now be silent. We are almost home. Inside, boy.
So a lot of times in certain civilizations, their customs would be their downfall because of their enemies or because of a natural disaster. Their customs sometimes, like the bath houses in Rome, or the vomitoriums in Greece. Or different Roman people would go there to basically void their bowels and like
You lost control.
That thing was trying to kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon. If you control it, use it. You clearly cannot. When you...
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
Fine. Come on then.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to try.
Ow! What are you...
Try again.
Why are you doing that?
Too slow. Try again.
Cut it out!
Weak. Again. Again.
Stop it!
Again! Your anger. You can get lost in it. The path ahead is difficult. And you, Atreus, are clearly not ready.
What was that?
Quiet.
Come on out! There's no use hiding anymore. I know who you are.
What's going on? Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now!
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking about?
I do not know. Get in.
Just tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody.
I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one.
oh
Long way from home, aren't you?
oh
What do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter. And yet you hide out here in the woods, like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
You would not listen.
Fine. My turn.
How incredibly disappointing. Come on, then. Point!
Forget how to use a shield?
Are you even trying?
very bright, are you?
All right, so awesome. I'm just trying to see what's going on with this. It's not very fun when people aren't watching, but we're going to go through Pompeii and see the things that made them the place that they were. Sometimes places build themselves up in the there's a lot of race wars in old times, and not race wars like you think, like riots and things like that, but what would happen is there were a lot of people who wanted to control society, wanted to and they were very deranged. They did not have psychological evaluations back in the day. They didn't have a lot of psychological things that were... and so they had a lot of dudes who thought that they owned society. These guys were not known as the Illuminati or any group or anything like that. They were just... Alright, so... Alright, so I got a cigarette in my hand, so it's harder to play this game. Alright, so Pompeii.
Point.
So Pompeii, there were a lot of deciding factors that actually went to knowing that, because people used to make up things about culture. So that, like, say we have our saints here in New Orleans and stuff like that. Not like the football team, but the actual religious figures. Sometimes they make them up. Sometimes they embellish the truth about people who brought together society, even though society would have brought together itself very, very easily. But that in itself kind of is the recipe for disaster in some ways. weird camera angles.
Come on already!
So Pompeii, they had elders. Usually elders are the people who are believed to be one with nature. And all these things happen. There's crazy battles that they talk about and say that they were a part of. All to get people to believe them. These people say that they must appease some sort of mountain figure or something. And then to do this, people accept their fate because they know nothing more or nothing less than what those leaders or those people tell them. That's the reason why separation of church and state is a much needed thing in the world. And
Why are there two beds in
so I just died, but I was still...
Struck a nerve, did I? Who are you hiding?
Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard. So, care to try again?
You talk too much.
You won't talk? Fine. Maybe whoever it is you got stashed in that house with. Let's find out.
See, look, this is much better.
Still bore me. What are you hiding? You are a fool. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, you do.
You're a vicious one, aren't you? Still bore me.
Damn it.
You are a fool.
Okay, I'm done.
Don't have time for this.
Fucking goddamn it. This is bullshit. Spartan Ranger should have brought him down a little bit more than that. God damn it. Oh, I'm at an hour and 7 minutes. So Pompey basically believed this kind of lie that a lot of different people make up when they try to... Oh, god damn it, I keep doing the same stupid shit.
What are you hiding?
It's not over with. I got fucking glitched out. What am I doing? It's really hard to get to people once they've got something on their mind. Like, once they get something on their mind, it's really hard to change someone's mind when you've got them, like, dead to rights as far as what their certain belief goes, what their certain thing goes. You're not going to change people's minds or change people's hearts if you don't take into account the fact that
when Odin sent me here, I just needed answers, but you had to act all proud. Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep coming. That old body will give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this. This fight is pointless. Your struggle is pointless. It didn't have to be this way.
Pathetic! You can't win! I feel nothing! But you...
Oh, the way that characters are portrayed in video games has kind of gotten on my nerves as of late.
I'm not my brother, and if you'd given me what I wanted, it wouldn't have ended this way. But no. Let's finish this. Come on!
Alright, so...
I feel nothing!
Alright, so... leaders have an impact on their community.
You can't beat
If they
me.
fail, if a society itself fails,
Come on!
if a society itself fails, a lot of people blame the politicians and blame the people.
I feel nothing!
A lot of people blame the politicians. Oh, damn it.
I will end you! Come on! I'd hope that you,
This is crazy.
of everyone I faced, would finally make me feel something, but you can't.
A lot of people back in the old days, used to use a bunch of different people's names as far as this Odin character goes, or this person. What they used to do was,
Did he know my past? How to find me after all this time? Faye, what do I do? Our son is not ready to carry your ashes to the top of the mountain. Ah. And neither am I. I do not know how to do this without you. But we cannot stay here. Boy.
There was so much. I thought. You're all right.
I am all right. Come. Gather your things. We are leaving.
Thought I wasn't ready.
You are not. We have no choice now. Prove me wrong.
Yes, sir. The mountain. It's gonna be a long trip.
Journey begins.
Yes.
Alright, this is like an hour and 19 minutes. So,
How did this happen?
a lot of leaders have your beckoning call. They have your vote. They want your vote, your ideologicalness, all your opinions, all those other different things. Realize that every single one of those people could lead you off the path of a wonderful and beneficial future. Any one of them. Anyone. Of a free market, most of the time people try to protect that free market. And that's where people like Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-il, Hitler, and a bunch of people believe that they all needed something from each other, but they used that group force to say, well, this is what I disagree with. You can say what you disagree with, but if you lead on that foot, then that's going to be your theme. And when you lead off on that foot, a lot of people don't realize that you plan for disaster, but in some ways you make it. It has nothing to do with much natural disasters, I guess, other than the fact of, like, I don't get it sometimes because, oh man, but a leader can have your beckoning call sometimes, and what you have to realize is that even though they represent you, they are not you. They are not who you want to be around. You don't want to hang out with them after everything ends. You want to acknowledge them and realize that they're a person, but you want to hang out with your friends, right? You want to hang out with the people who like you, right? You want to hang out with the people who who support you in some way, shape, or form. And the way that Pompeii and a lot of other different civilizations that ended, the Mayans, a lot of different things, ended with their leader telling them something, what to do, and something bad happening, and then not knowing. And that is the reason why a lot of people choose the path of science and self-understanding, and not through any known reflex can we receive enlightenment. But through reflexes, we can know what the problem is. The problem is solvable once you know what it is. You can solve things on accident, but you can't go every single day solving things on accident. Realize that the problem when you get down to it, it isn't always you. It isn't always who you think it is. It isn't always what you think the outcome of some sort of thing is. Someone may be attached to something. Someone may have an in on something that might happen, may or may not happen. And the reason why I think that a lot of people in the olden days, what did they do? They used science. They shunned science because there were people that were actually interested in things that went bad, and that was a thing. But through mental health and therapy, people need to understand that there are better ways to forge your future. There are unbelievable amounts of being able to... I gotta save. Options. There are unbelievable amounts of options to be able to have, and once those options become available to you, there are thousands and millions and millions, hundreds of thousands of millions, or 100 trillions different possibilities that are positive, that you can help maintain a good relationship with yourself and with others. I think that it's too late for me in some cases sometimes, because I did burn bridges back in the day. And I do not respect some people because of the choices that they made for themselves. And the choices that they tried to make for me. Just believe in the fact that there are, no matter if they laugh at you, no matter if they laugh at a joke, no matter if they think you're stupid or dumb, no matter what you're into, if you're into conspiracy theories or otherwise, or you watch too many documentaries about serial killers, realize that you're learning. You're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about things in your life. But the application of that and the application of what you've learned usually means that you're meant for something, and you're meant for something greater. And once you figure that out, you can make it great, because we were always great. We were always powerful. We were always masters of our own design and fortitude and future. Be the master of your own fate. And you are your own one-person bomb squad. You can defuse situations that happen, that you think happen, that may happen often, or don't happen at all. But the more you look at a situation, the more you realize the positive outcomes. The more you practice at being a good person, the more you're a good person. And the more you help yourself and help others, the more you look better, but the more you feel better. And the more you feel better. So, Be yourself. And I look at the camera or the picture all the time. So have fun, and make sure before you get into something, before you get into what you want to get into, that you're not leaving something behind. Because it can always turn out better if you have someone that has the possibilities that are right for you. The positive possibilities. So stay positive and have a good day.